Hi, chocolate lovers. Thanks for tuning into Chocolate Therapist TV today. I'm Julie. Today we're going to be going through everything that you receive when you get a chocolate and wine pairing kit for two, which you probably ordered off of our website, thechocolatetherapist.com, links down below. Now, I'm just going to go through item by item, everything that's in here, starting with the book that I wrote called Dare to Pair, The Ultimate Guide to Chocolate and Wine Pairing. This is right on the front. Now, this has everything that you need to host your own chocolate and wine pairing for your friends. This is a chocolate and wine pairing kit for two. You can probably get away with four. There's a lot of chocolate here. But if you wanted to do a big one for your friends, this is the book to have. There's all kinds of ideas in here, including how to eat chocolate properly when you're tasting it with wine. Believe it or not, there are published guidelines and you're going to want to see what they are. So take a minute to browse through this book so you can get the techniques down. Now, when you open the box, I included the exact handouts that we give at our chocolate and wine pairing classes when you come to a class at our store, which include a bean to bar bookmark. Now, in the class, I go through how chocolate's made from bean to bar. That information is also in the book, but there's a whole bookmark on the process, and it's very interesting, made from the ground seeds of a fruit tree. It's good for you if you choose to eat good chocolate, so make sure you step up your chocolate and get the best you can. You also get the red wine boldness chart that shows you from light to heavy flavors which grapes are the lightest and which are, the strongest and the boldest and have the most flavor. So this is just kind of an informational piece. And then I put the antioxidant chart in here just for fun so you can see how antioxidant rich chocolate is. So that's in there. Also, you'll get a list of all of the basic techniques, how to eat it nice and slowly, as well as some suggested pairings with red wines and white wines, and where you can purchase everything. Last thing you get is a place to take notes. There's a chocolate and wine pairing guideline here. The basic rules are light to heavy flavors. So start with your light wines and go to your big wines when you're doing your own pairing. Use room temperature water, no ice in the water if you're going to cleanse your palate, because you don't want your mouth to be cold when you're eating chocolate. And then if you're going to use table crackers or some kind of a palate cleanser, make sure there's no salt on it, because that'll give you a nice flat palate in between your pairings. So just a little information for you so that you know exactly what to do once you get your kit. Now, the wine is not included. This you have to get yourself. And I'm going to go through 4 wines that I have here. A sweet white wine. This is a Moscato. This is really great with chocolate because any sweet wine, of course, is going to go well with chocolate. But we even do dry white wines. This is a Sauvignon Blanc. I have a Pinot Noir here. This is a little bit of a lighter red, and also a big red blend from Australia. You can pick your own wines, whatever you want. But if you get the chocolate and wine pairing kit for two, I would suggest at least 1 bottle of white and 1 bottle of red so you can get as diverse an experience as possible. Now, the chocolate that comes in the box, first of all, you're going to get a wine pairing collection box. And in this box are 16 pieces of chocolate and a card that shows you which flavor is which. Now, if you get the all dark collection, which we naturally put in the chocolate and wine pairing kit for two, there's 2 each of all of the dark chocolates that we make. So 1 for you and 1 for a friend. Or if you're doing 3 or 4 people, just cut them in half. There's plenty of chocolate here. You also get additional popular chocolates, the black cherry, the apricot, the orange, 3 4-packs. Again, depending on whether you choose milk, dark, or a milk dark mix. Just as a side note, I would choose the milk dark mix because you're going to get a better experience if you can try everything. Now, I want to just point out that we make our chocolate different than any other chocolate company, which is why it goes so great with wine. When you bite into it, there are never sugary, dye-filled, creamy centers. It's not like that. So some people tell me, oh, I don't like fruit in chocolate. Well, this is pure organic flavoring oil in the middle of this chocolate. So when you bite in, say for example, this is a raspberry and you bite into it, it's just pure chocolate infused with this raspberry oil. Now the technique is to get a little bit of it melting in your mouth, and then I like to add the wine at the same time and see how the flavors change. But don't get too big of a bite. If you have this huge piece of chocolate in your mouth, the wine isn't going to stand a chance, right? Just a small bite, get it melting, add the wine. People always ask me in our classes, well, what if I get a pairing that I don't like? And we have a rule. You find something you don't like, just keep drinking. That problem is soon going to take care of itself, and I'm telling you, it works. For me, 3 or 4 wines in, I'm like, wow, everything is amazing. Now, I really have to encourage you, if you haven't gotten this kit yet, to get it, because all the time people come in and they say, either this is the best chocolate that I've ever had, or they'll say, wow, this isn't like any other chocolate. And that's our motto, right? Like no other chocolate. Because again, a raspberry chocolate, no goo, no sugary cream, just pure chocolate and organic flavoring oil. That's the same with the plum, the orange, the black cherry, the chai, lemon, whatever you're eating. You're never gonna have a gooey, chewy, dye-filled center. So you get plenty of chocolates, 16 pieces here, 12 altogether in the 4-pack. You also get a double shot bar, which is dark chocolate with fresh ground espresso. And we thought we'd include this bar because the espresso, chocolate, and red wine seem to go really well together, especially a big, bold wine. You're gonna love this chocolate. So check this out with the red wines when you get it. And you get a Madagascar single origin bar. Now this is just for tasting and learning how to taste. You take a little bit of this right at the beginning and really let it sit on your tongue and note the flavors and think about it. It's very bright. It's got this acidity and tangerine and lemon to it. It's a really fun bar and it has a lot of personality. 100% of the beans that make up that bar are from Madagascar. That's why it's called a single origin chocolate bar. So just for fun, we threw that in there so you can try it. And a lot of people have said that it goes great with the red wines. And like I said at the end, when you've had plenty of wine, try it with everything. You're gonna love it. I also included some cocoa nibs, which is what chocolate is made from. These are part of the ground seeds of the fruit tree. They're very nutrient dense and antioxidant rich. And it's kind of fun to integrate them into your diet. They're healthy. A lot of people put them on cereal or in smoothies or in baked goods. We just threw them in here so that you could try them if you want to. You can eat them plain. We even put them on one of our chocolate bars called Extreme Therapy. We just sprinkle some cocoa nibs right on there. So they are a little bit bitter, but they make the dark chocolate taste really, really chocolatey. So it's kind of fun. So if you like that idea, look up the Extreme Therapy bar on the website. I'll mention that below too in the links. Now, the last thing that's included in the pack is a little bag of chocolate-covered pomegranate seeds. And these are actual dried pomegranates covered in chocolate. Not those gooey candy things covered in chocolate. They're actual seeds. And they go really well with the wines. The sweet wines, the big reds, port, all that. So you have a bunch of that as well. So a lot of chocolate. In fact, 2 people probably wouldn't want to finish all this chocolate in a single setting, unless, of course, it was an emergency. And granted, right now, with the pandemic going, it is kind of an emergency. But maybe get 2 or 3 people, 4 people to enjoy this chocolate and wine pairing kit for 2. So all of this comes in the beautiful box, all nestled in here, perfectly for you to either send as a gift or to enjoy yourself with a friend. Our chocolate and wine pairing kit for 2 on thechocolathetherapist.com. Thank you so much for watching today. Hope you are having a great day, and go get some wine, go get some chocolate, and give this a try. You're gonna love it. See, it all fits in here beautifully. The cover goes on, the book gets put right on top, and the information, and there it is, your chocolate and wine pairing kit for 2. Thanks for watching today. I'm Julie with Chocolate Therapist TV. If you liked our show, subscribe to the station. We're always doing something fun and interesting with chocolate. I call it news you can use. There's a lot of other news out there that's not very helpful. With this, you can apply this today.